Hello, Peter47890/Cyrus here, and I thought I would come up with this update video just to discuss what's been going on recently, such as what games I've been playing recently, what are my thoughts on them, and what possible videos I plan on making. I thought I'd make this video since I've been gone out of the country for a month, and will be gone in 2 more weeks as well, due to family vacations that, well, my family had planned. Anyway, as for the games I've been playing recently, I've been on a Fate binge recently, with the 2 most recent games that I played during my month away from my home country being Fate Ataraxia, which I play on my laptop, and Fate Grand Order, which I play on my phone. And I've been enjoying my time with those games. Fate Grand Order in particular, I'm pretty surprised has retained my attention as it has, since I did have low expectations of it with it being a gacha game. But the turn-based combat I found to be fun enough to mess around with the mechanics not being as basic as I thought it was going to be. With there being a rock paper scissors mechanic being in place, how you can choose different type of cards to determine what type of attacks you can do, and which servants are doing the attacking, which has their pros and cons, such as choosing busted cards will allow you to do the strongest attack your servants can do outside of a noble phantasm. Well, most of them, I think Medusa has a weird algorithm where her arts might be more powerful unless it's a buster chain, or that's what I heard anyway. Art cards allowing you to raise your servant's noble phantasm gauge, which allows them to, well, use their noble phantasm, which is a specialized attack that is unique to every servant. And choosing quick cards will allow you to generate critical stars that allow you to do more critical attacks. Well, it makes the chance of landing a critical attack more likely the more critical stars you generate. There's also the fact how the cards you get is determined by the servants you have currently on the field, which makes choosing which type of servant you have on your team to be important. How the card order you choose for what type of attack you want your servants to do really mattering. How satisfying it is to build your noble phantasm gauge and releasing it, with both how varied the noble phantasms are and how visually appealing they are. How your servants also have skills to further differentiate them aside from the card setup, stats, and noble phantasm, etc. So yeah, there's more to the system than I thought it was going to be. Not the deepest system there is, but still enough substance in there to keep me occupied when I'm playing through the game. Probably also help that the battles can be pretty swift. Well, when you get battle speed to be as fast as they can, which I recommend because the normal battle speed is a bit too slow for my liking. I also found the leveling up portion of the game to be rather fun too. The bond building I especially enjoy, with how you can hear more voice lines for a servant the higher bond you build with them, which allows you to see more of their personality, and along with the voice clips that you unlock, you can also unlock backstories, which makes for an interesting read. And I also like how Ascension works in this game, which is basically the process of letting your servants get to a higher level cap, since their level cap is determined by how many stars they are or how rare they are. Anyway, the reason why I really like Ascension in this game is not only because they're getting stronger, but you can also unlock optional side quests for the servants where you can learn more about them, as well as get artwork change and character skins for your servants, which is a pretty nice reward, I think. After all, glamour is the true endgame. But yeah, more or less, I've been enjoying my time with Fate Grand Order, though it is a very RNG based game as well as being a grindy game. Oh god, is it both of these, especially trying to get Ascension materials. Thank goodness for events. And let's not even get to the RNG with the gacha part of the game. I mean, for me personally, the last 3 30 quartz pull I had, I didn't get a single new servant. All the 4 stars I had, which were guarantees, were all crap as it is. Though I had quite a bit of luck at the start of the game getting John and Saber Ultra, which I use regularly, but my luck from there on has been, well, pretty much E-rank. But now moving on to Fate Ataraxia. It's a sequel of sorts to Fate Stay Night, kinda. Well, more of a side story. It takes place after Fate Stay Night, but honestly speaking, Fate Hollow Ataraxia is basically its own thing. Having said that, it is imperative that you read Fate Stay Night before you read Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Now in terms of what are my thoughts on Fate Hollow Ataraxia from what I've played, which is quite a bit already, I think I'm more than halfway through. I will say that there is a lot of slice of life scenes in Fate in this game. There's still serious moments in terms of what happens in the main plot, and that part of the story is also really interesting, with there being a mystery of sorts of determining why the Holy Grail War has started back up, how the servants and masters of the previous war is back given their fates in the original Fate Stay Night, and why there seems to be a 4-day limit until everything gets reset again. And there's also the fact that there's a new master in this game named Bazette, with her having a servant we haven't really seen before. Well, kinda. And we find more about them and how they're involved, which is also really interesting, and the main plot is also accompanied by this palpable atmosphere that really makes it engaging to read. It's not the same atmosphere found in Tsukihime or in Heaven's Feel of Fate Stay Night, where just this sense of dread, horror, suspense, and anticipation to draw you in. It's this more calm, enigmatic, and even melancholic atmosphere that really propels you to learn more about Bazette, her servant, and the mystery behind this resetted Holy Grail War. So yeah, the main plot is pretty good from what I've played, but like I said, a lot of Fate Hollow Ataraxia can be described as slice of life moments with the servants and masters of the previous war, because of, well, story reasons. And these slice of life moments are pretty good, if I have to be honest. They let us see different facets of the servants that we couldn't see before in the original game due to this tense situation with the previous Holy Grail War, as well as seeing how they acclimate to modern times, which can lead to some very charming and funny scenes. They let us dive more into the character backstory and expand what we know about these characters from the original game, such as letting us see Lancers, Casters, and Riders pass as mortals, the time before they became a heroic spirit, which allows you to really understand these characters even more and understand how to become the individuals they are now, which is really captivating. And even delve into Caster's Master's past, which is pretty fascinating. Though if you've seen the Unlimited Blade Works anime, you've already seen bits of it, which is kinda weird and not as in-depth as Hollow Ataraxia. But I digress, I'm getting off topic and this video isn't for talking about the Unlimited Blade Works anime. Back to Fate Hollow Ataraxia. The slice of life scenes also give focus to the side characters that didn't get much spotlight in the original game, just as Ayako Mizazuri, who was Rin's friend and captain of the archery club, well, previous captain since Sakura is the captain now in Fate Hollow Ataraxia, the track and field members who were Rin's classmates, the Einzern maids, Sella and Lizret. It even has some new side characters like Minori, who's Ayako's brother, and etc. And these characters are really enjoyable and their interactions being a pleasure to witness. I probably enjoy Sella and Lizret characters the most so far, given their origins as homunculus and their relationship to Ilya. And really overall, the slice of life elements of the game is really well done, with them allowing the character that we know and love from the original game to be put in a different environment and see how they interact with each other in this more relaxed environment, which can lead to some nice and memorable interactions that can be charming. These scenes also allow opportunity to expand on the characters that we know from both the main cast of characters that we already know a lot of from the original game to the side characters that didn't get much of a spotlight, with us even seeing certain characters in a different light or just expanding what was given in the original game. And lastly, the slice of life scenes can also lead to some really creative scenarios that's pretty damn funny. So yeah, while the slice of life moments being the majority of Fate Hollow Ataraxia might seem a bit strange and can be off-putting to some, they do manage to do something interesting with these slice of life moments in terms of further exploring these characters that we know from the original Fate Stay Night. And those are the main points I want to get across. I could probably talk a lot more about Fate Hollow Ataraxia, but this video is not a full-on review of the game, just an overview of the games that I played recently and my thoughts on them. Long story short, Fate Hollow Ataraxia, really enjoyed my time from what I played, which is around 60 hours, with the progress being like at 60% I think. Wish I could still play it. Unfortunately, my will to play the game is a bit drained at the moment, because something happened to my save file, where all my progress is now gone, so I have to start all over from scratch. So, yeah. I probably will replay the game later on, but currently, I'm probably gonna take a break from it just because of all that lost progress. But that's all the games I've played recently. As for what videos I got planned, frankly the only one that comes to mind is really a thoughts video on Fire Emblem Echoes. Like I said, I haven't really played any games recently due to my vacation, so that does limit the type of videos that I can make, especially since my data was lost in Fatal Hollow Ataraxia. So yeah, the Fire Emblem thoughts video is the only one that I got planned. Just know that it probably won't be a popular video. In fact, I can see people disagreeing with me on my thoughts on Echoes since, well, let's just say that my opinion on Echoes is gonna differ a lot from what people in the Fire Emblem community are saying about the game. At least on YouTube. What that means, I'll leave to your imagination. Also know that it's probably gonna be a low-key video since it's not a full-on review, and I don't really have a way to record 3DS footage. Anyway, that's all for this video. Turned out much longer than I thought it was gonna be with how I tried to share my overlying thoughts on the two games that I played recently. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video.